So, being that it's the first couple of episodes, it's sort of an establishing episode a bit, and there's a lot of video packages.
Yeah.
And the first one you see here is for Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. I really like that they introduced the characters like this, Patrick.
It's good in terms of before they come out through the curtain, you've got an idea what their character is and who they are, but I cannot explain to you how much I hate this version of Bo Dallas. He sit there with his like straight, super straight long hair, like Kim Kardashian now type hair, and he's just smiling all the time. Just loves smiling, and that sort of at the minute is his gimmick. Like at this time, I mean, that's just pretty much all his gimmick is. He's just a happy, smiling guy until the bell rings. You don't want to get him angry, but he says here in the interview, he says, "I got a smile that shines for miles. I got a fist that breaks bricks," and you're thinking,
Patrick,
fist can't break. You would damage someone's skull if your fist could break bricks. Oh, it's not happening.
Well, the things that he says, like as you said, a smile that goes. What did he say? A smile that shines for miles, and fist that breaks bricks, and a chin that won't give in. And it sounds like a fucking Tinder profile.
Oh, maybe it was his Tinder profile.
Because then when he gets in the ring, the first thing JR says, "He is young. He is single. What is going on, Bo Dallas?" But he's a lying bastard in this as well, because he says things like, "Knock me down, I'll get back up, and keep punching me and you'll bust your knuckles and all." Bo Dallas, you've been losing since you come to the main roster for the last fucking 6 years.
It's just one of those things that I like to think that they had this all planned out where, alright, if we make him completely sickening, then he can turn heel and we can say it was the plan all along.
Yeah.
But I really do think that they thought this was going to be him. He was going to be the smiling champion guy.
Yeah.
But it's so cheesy. And he's in the first match here.
Yeah.
What did you think of the video overall? You liked it sort of as an establishing?
I like it as an establishing. I mean, I wasn't really under the character, and as I said, it's pretty cheesy. But I liked that they did this. I liked that they introduced pretty much as we go on to the episode, they introduced all the characters this way.
And I don't know, like I sort of like to think that they gave him that name as a joke as well.
Yeah.
Because like when he comes out, he's got letters that spell B.O.
Yeah.
behind him as he comes to the ring. And I really hope that that's on purpose because he smells.
Yeah.
And no one's told him. They sort of, during this match, I don't know, so he's up against Rick Victor, who, as you might imagine from the name, goes on to be the Victor from the new Ascension.
Yeah.
And they mentioned during the match that Victor came through the Heart Dungeon.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, you did.
And I don't know if they've ever mentioned it on TV and on WWE TV now. And if they have, they haven't done it enough. Because that's kind of an important thing to mention.
We haven't mentioned this. Regal and JR on commentary. Good commentary team.
Mm-hmm. They did a good job here.
Did a really good job, and they give a nice overview of the characters as well. But Regal states that Victor was the last graduate, I think, of the Stu Hart Dungeon system. And I think that's really important.
It is. It's something that, like, if I would still be shouting it from the rooftops on commentary now. Maybe they've been told not to mention it because his character's so wacky now and they don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, and of course it was Bruce Hart probably, or one of the other Keith Hart or Johnny Hart or whatever other Harts they have. It wasn't Brett, but it still counts.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It definitely does. But I mean, I have to say as well, the commentary, they sort of put over that they have high expectations of both superstars. You kind of know Bo's going to go over because he's got the big package and he's got the entrance. And Victor's just standing in the ring in his wee purple velvety trousers.
And what did you think, like, now that you're talking about him winning, like, it was pretty much a squash match. What did you think of the match itself, and in particular his finish?
He hits a spear, doesn't he, for the one?
Well, the spear that I like to call the low-impact spear.
Yeah.
He's got no real sort of head of steam. And it's not the best spear we've ever seen, let's put it that way.
It's not the best spear we've ever seen, but I think there's a really high angle as well. And it's important to mention that there's university students at the stadium who are operating the cameras and doing all the production work, and like I think that plays a factor as well. The camera techniques are a little bit different from what we see on the main roster, especially here in early NXT. So I've noticed that maybe a lot of moves look less impactful overall. So maybe it's not so much Bo's fault.
Maybe it's not on him.
Yeah,
you're right. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. First match and all these jitters, you know.
But I'll tell you what I won't give him the benefit of the doubt for. He does get in a lot of punches, and you know what's funny? He doesn't break a man's skull open.
He doesn't.
So maybe if I was a brick, I wouldn't be scared. Let's put it that way. But afterwards, JR, as you say, he mentions, he's got a beautiful smile. He's still talking about a smile. And he's single. It's JR. I don't know why he cares so much. But in case you haven't heard enough about it, he does a promo afterwards as well about the smile.
Yeah.
It would have been great as if he had got his teeth knocked out in the first match and had to change his whole gimmick. But he ends the promo with a "You will know, Bo," which was the start of him working his name and the absolutely
Yeah.
everything.
But as I said, like I think they had high expectations for Bo. After this, I think he appeared in the Royal Rumble the following year, 2013 Royal Rumble, as a surprise entrant. I think
He did, yeah. I think he won. He won the right to be in it too, and he appeared on the Raw after the Royal Rumble as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like the first of the NXT class to appear to make the jump up as a surprise. So they definitely had hopes for him.
Yeah.
And then of course he won the NXT title from Big E as well. So
that's right.
They obviously thought there's something in him.
Yeah, I think the Bo fell into a role that befits a mid-card wrestler. But and since we know him now, he's been in the Miz-Trage the last couple of years. He's actually the current as of this recording, he's the current Raw Tag Team Champion with Curtis Axel.
Well, we go over kind of what he's done since. He's kind of like when he came to Raw, he came on with like a motivational gimmick type thing.
Yeah.
And he went on like a winning streak, and he was like 12 and Bo, 13 and Bo, and whatever, which is so bad it was good. I think one of the most memorable of his early things was, you remember Brock Lesnar beat the absolute shit out of him on Raw?
Oh yeah.
As well. I think then he sort of fell into like comedy mid-carder type status. Even the Social Outcast was soon after this, and that was just a polite job squad for 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And he did get to reinvent himself in the Miz-Taraj.
Yeah.
But while the Miz was still there, again, it was a comedy role for the most part, which, I don't know, what do you think? I think it's kind of his ceiling, to be honest.
I do as well. I hate to say it, I hate to be so negative. Because he is a current champion, but, I think he is stuck in this kind of comedy role.
I think, for the record as well, I want to say that although maybe that's his ceiling, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing either, because you need mid-card people, you need low-card people. Yeah. But you never say never either. And with Bo Dallas, I think there's always the option there to do something with Bray.
Yeah.